Hey champions, today I'm sharing with you 8 different tips that you could use to know if a job is fake or if it's real. And so as a business owner, these are things that I've learned as a business owner that's really important. Your image is very, very important. But also on the other end, having been a W-2 worker for many, many years, I learned there's a lot of good and bad things, like I'm sure you know out there, and how to not waste time and maximize your time with doing the things you love in life is a super important thing. And so the first tip that I have for you is look at the grammar and the punctuation of these job posts that you're looking at. You know, companies and business owners, they're going to hire really skilled writers to actually write their job posts, write stuff on the website and all this other stuff. And so it's going to be pretty well put together. And so that's always a sign if there's a lot of typos, if there's a lot of grammar errors and things like that. Companies hire writers to professionally do this kind of stuff. And so that's a really simple one to keep an eye out for that. The other thing too is, do they have a website? You know, all companies need to have information to be public and very easy to find and things like that. And so that's a really important one, is look up them and their endorsements and their credibility on their website. Do they have a real website that they have purchased a domain for their company on it, or is it some free little site that doesn't look, you know, exactly correct? Your gut will know that. Okay. And so the other one is there a brick and mortar location? You know, on their website, a lot of the times they're going to have a brick and mortar location. That's really important because that'll help with some of the other steps. And is there a physical location that you could either see or look up or go to? Okay. The other one is that, do they have a email address with the company name inside of the email? You know, if you were applying for a position, let's say at Bass Pro Shop or something, for example, you know, instead of the email being bassproshop@gmail.com, what would be more realistic of a business to actually do is their hiring manager, his name might be Joe. Well, his email would be joe@basspro.com. Right. And so do they have a business email? Okay. And so the other tip that I have for you is why an important location is so important is because, do they have an actual LLC or an S Corp or a C Corp organization? And how do you know that? Well, you can actually look at every state's corporations commissions department, and it's going to list who the owner of the company is, the name of the company. It'll have an address on there as well too. And so all businesses need to be registered with their state to legally do business. And so, for example, you could go on Arizona Corporations Commissions, or you could go on California Corporations Commission Department, and you could actually look up businesses on there. And again, it tells you their owner, tells you the address, has all their public information. You know, is the business run out of a house or is it an actual location, and things like that. That's really, really important to do that. And so that way, you know, you're protected and it's a real company. You know, the other thing too is, are they willing to meet over Zoom if it's a virtual position, or in person at a location? You know, if someone's trying to do everything through text or through an app or only, you know, over the phone, I think that's a little bit unprofessional. And so real companies, again, they're going to want to know you. You're going to also want to know them and make sure the environment and the culture is good for you, and it's a good mutual fit, vice versa as well. Okay. And the other thing is, do they offer you the job right away? You know, that's either a really desperate business owner, or most likely it's some kind of scam. And so people will take time, again, to get to know you by interviews and having a process in their HR and hiring individuals. They're not just going to typically offer a job right away, unless maybe you know the owner and you're really close with them and you have a personal relationship. But most of the time, that's not the case. And so the last tip that I have for you to save time, and this one's the most important, is just go by your gut. You know, your gut always knows what's right, what's wrong. And so if something seems off, don't toss that aside, investigate that, so that way you maximize your time. You could do more with the people you love in your life and things like that. And those are tips that I have learned over time that will help you find the position that you're looking for. Have a great day, everyone.